These sorry-looking morsels are our welcoming committee. Here's the garbage. You won't even whet my appetite.
When the balance of power shifted from human to revenant, there was a change. Dramatic shift. The human spirit was twisted beyond recognition. Have you ever seen a blood bag murdered for nothing more than offending a revenant's sense of taste? Their limp corpses, like shattered dolls, rendered little more than skin and bones, piled high as discarded trash. Some sacrifices are to be expected. That's a choice that was made. Our society chose to wave the white flag, to close its eyes to such loss and to suffering. But I, on the other hand, I refuse to idly stand by and watch my kind be condemned to a future as chattel. Now, what say you? What choice will you make? What future do those blood-soaked hands seek to build?
You can't answer. You know, I've had my eye on you from the start. You're not fully human.
We all know these are bloody times we live in. Every one of us is desperate to survive. To set the record straight, fighting for what you believe in is noble. There's no shame in that. But you crossed a line killing my people. I will have justice for their deaths. That's all. Say your prayers.
Jose Hanju, Lady of the Sunken City, constant thorn in my side. Your sins must be paid in blood. Prepare to die.
I've been waiting for this. Here I come.
Will you submit to an honorable death?
By my blood. His will shall be done. Lord Gobo's future it is my everything. Lord Gobo bestowed upon me the dignity I'd lost. His dream is my dream. Lord Gobo, what are you doing? No! I'm staying with you until the end! Lord Gobo!
That there was my last teleportation former. Now we court death in earnest.
Bring it.
Let us begin. Your death shall give rise to a new age of humanity.
Blood's going fast.
Humanity.
It's over, Gobo.
Over? No, this is far from over. You underestimate us, Revenant. You underestimate mortals. I shall not give in. Not ever. Never. Not until man reigns again.
This is farewell, Alessandro Gobo. Your time has come, and long since gone. You shall haunt this earth no more. go back to the others. It's finally over. Thanks to you, we secured Lisa's control device again. We actually defeated Gobo. Words are not enough to express my gratitude. In any case, Gobo was a deputy of the Bureau. That means his death is not likely to go unnoticed. What will you do now? Think you can maybe stick around for a little while? Don't apologize. I suppose that is a fair comeuppance for falling for a vagabond. There are far worse punishments. When you live as long as I have, it's easy to forget. You forget how beautiful things are in their time, how fleeting each moment can be. Before I met you, my past was a burden and my power a curse. But somehow, everything you touched turned to hope. The warm light of your kindness showed me the way. And I think, as long as I don't lose sight of that, I can carry on. Someday, I know our paths will cross again. Say, before you leave, why don't we take a picture? I want to preserve this moment. It turned out wonderful. Thank you. I'll treasure it. Now promise you won't forget me. Remember, my heart belongs to you. Both now and for forever.
This likely greatly changed the course of history. We should return to the present. We still have a job to do.
We'll meet again, my beloved.
Time jump. Successful. Defeating Gobo staved off the world's ruin. At least, for now. This is the future Jose worked so hard to build. The world she desperately wanted. Could that have been... Let's pay a visit to the nearest village. I'm curious what else has changed since we altered history.
Is that you? It is. It really is. I recognize you from the photo my twin sister always carried. I'm Lise Anjou. I can't believe this. My sister Jose told me all about you. She told me. She said you'd show up one day. Sorry, I introduced myself, and you already know who I am, don't you? Wonderful. Honestly, I don't even know where to begin. Around the time you and Jose challenged Gobo, maybe just after you put him down, I woke up in a sanatorium. As soon as I could, I traveled to the sunken city, hoping to find her. I was worried, terrified actually, that she wouldn't want to see me. But she didn't say a word, just hugged me.
Thank goodness.
Time had changed her. She was kinder, more sure of herself.
I'm sure you had a hand in that change.
After that, life was peaceful, at least for a while. And eventually, the resealing was set in motion. Of course, my sister received a summons to be part of it.
The upheaval.
She could have refused. Maybe deep inside I wanted her to. But her mind was set. She wanted to protect the future. Your future.
Lise.
I know. It's okay. At this rate, she'll wipe out the city she sought to protect. I know you need to go and stop her. To finish it. Otherwise the risk is too great. I'm sure she knows it too. Please, save her. Save the future she worked so hard to build.
You're here. Really here. If you are alive, this future was worth preserving. My only regret, if only we could have been together again. Just the two of us. The two of us till the end of time. But that's life, I suppose. It turns out I won't be joining you on your journey. You know what you have to do. That's the spirit. It's okay, my beloved.
Brace yourself! You take this!
Death! Death! done my... I hear bells. How I've longed to see you one last time. The path I chose was not lived in vain. Now do it. I give you my heart. Bring the light of day beyond death's shadow. Live for me. You are the only one
Hey, been a while. You look good. Jose and Lise filled me in on the details. Got a message from Jose for you. She said that even if millennia should pass, this will always be your home.
You've gotten stronger. This place seems dangerous. There's quite a distinct aura to this place. The entire reservoir appears drained. Everything around us is a blur. No, of course I wasn't sleeping. I'll be along for the ride. Stay alert. It seems to continue on. Brace yourself! I'll protect you! To the end. Seems it still works. seems safe here. Let's head for that ladder.
Won't hold back!
Did you forget something? Touch you. There's a fork in the road. What do we do? To the gate.
Brace yourself! I'll protect you!
We're outnumbered. Watch out. Brace yourself! Onward. I'll protect you. Leave it to me. Believe we can fly. Makes you wish our ride would never end, doesn't it? Did you find something? It can't be. These plants produce a nectar that stimulates regenerative abilities. Right on, then. Should we follow up and engage? Take left! Won't hold back! Yeah! Must be cautious. We must remain vigilant from here on. You're awake. Thank goodness. Let's take this slowly and carefully. If only we could spend all day like this. Excuse me. Should we get off? I'll be right there. Brace yourself! You take this! Well done. Must be cautious. Let's pull ourselves together.
Oh, your face is a blessing in times like these. Just the person I wanted to see. If you have a moment, would you come by the base? I'm making my curry for everyone on base, and I'd like you to be there. Meet me there when you're ready. Okay, let's get moving then. Never hurts to be prepared.
Jose! Come quickly!
I'm here. What's happened?
There's a revenant outside who looks like you. I didn't know what to do. And it's not some vague resemblance either. It's almost exact. She could be your body double.
What do you mean?
Sis.
Is it really you?
Yes. Some mild lingering effects from the resurgence, but otherwise I'm all right. I've missed you. I've missed you so much. Please! You're alright! Oh, thank God! Thank God! I'm sorry. Sister, I'm sorry for causing you so much pain. You had every right to be angry.
No, don't say another word. It's all right. I know everything you've been through.
Joseph, thank you. Thank you so much.
your newfound power?
No, I can't accept that! How did this happen?
Cool it. You may be my sister, but that's where I draw the line.
So, it would appear that you are my sister's betrothed. I am happy that she's found someone she can trust. But why, Jose? Why would you get engaged to a human, a revenant hunter at that? You could have had your pick of the nobles. Fess up. Jose came up with some bold-faced lie, and it all just snowballed out of proportion, didn't it? I know her.
All right now, that's going a little far, don't you think? What do you actually know about my beloved anyway?
That's the problem. I don't know anything about them. But I intend to find out. I am told you and my sister subdued a Medigan remnant. Impressive work, if true. I am hoping to see those skills for myself. There's been a spike in horror numbers around the sunken city. Surely someone as powerful as you, and smitten with my sister, wouldn't let this threat go unchecked. Excuse me? What did you just call me? Don't you dare try to sweet-talk your way into our family! This is not a whim. You may consider it an official request to deal with the horrors. This entire situation with my sister will be considered a separate matter. I want you both back safe and secure. Don't be reckless out there.
Too late now. Mission complete, and we didn't even break a sweat. Hardly worthy to be called a workout. I would expect no less from my betrothed. And I believe you have something to say?
Fine. I admit you can handle yourself, and I'm grateful you took on my request. I guess I owe you my thanks. But don't get ahead of yourself. You haven't earned my trust, not just yet.
Lise, come on. Why can't you let this go?
Because you insist on making a mess of your life just like always. In any case, we have received reports of another horror nearby. This is not to be trifled with. I'll be accompanying you myself.
They're right. Honestly, Lise, it's too soon to put yourself in danger.
The worst is far behind me at this point. I wager I would be a good match, sister. Even for you.
I trust her judgment. She won't lose her cool, I promise. Could she tag along?
Thank you. It will be a day to remember. And will give our allies at the base some peace of mind. We'll go when we're well and truly prepared. Thank you. It will be a day to remember. And will give our allies at the base some peace of mind. On the same side. have a mask of our bloodline. How about trying a different floor? We don't want to get attacked here. How do you like this? I could hardly look away from that battle. Here I go! So many of them!
Blood's going fast.
Have you gotten stronger? That's our target. We have to win for everyone's sake. How do you like this? Look out! They're bloodthirsty!
I need more blood.
Well fought, and nicely done. That should help to secure the base, at least for some time. You're as good as my sister said you were. I didn't quite expect it. I can almost relax when I have you watching my back. If I'm being honest, I was set on breaking up your engagement. I love my sister, more than anyone. Ever since we've reconciled, I've craved her attention. In order to make up for the time we lost, I wanted her all to myself. But now that we've faced a horror and possible death together, I can see why she needs you. It's a hard pill to swallow, but you're who she really needs. As a compromise, perhaps the two of us could look out for her together. She may need it. What do you think? I'm all right. Sorry, just a quick dizzy spell. What? I suppose. Just a bit then, if you truly don't mind. Thank you. I feel much better now. Drinking your blood has given me a clearer sense of your character. And it's... well, I'd be hard-pressed to win Sis back from you. Hard-pressed indeed. Let's head back to her then. She's sure to be worried about now. Where do I fit into all of this? We have to be ready for anything.
Oh, glad to see you're both back safe. And moreover, that you seem to have finally hit it off.
I was being hard-headed, Sis. I'm very sorry. Will you forgive me for that?
Of course, Lise. It's my fault. I should have explained it better. The base still needs a lot of work, and it's going to keep my hands full. I want to be able to rely on both of you, to know I've got people eager in my corner.
Gladly, Jose. And always. But there is one final thing before I forget. From this day on, think of me as your sister-in-law.
Cut that out, you. You're complicating things.
Don't you worry about a thing, and don't you fret. I have it all planned out. We'll publicly announce that Lady Anju will be wed to a Master Revenant Hunter, and soon! This union will benefit human-revenant relations all across the realm, and of course, by extension, the very security of the frontier. They will see you as pioneers of a new age. That's what's best for the world, I'm sure. Some people may not like it, but don't you spend a moment thinking on them. I'll be the one to handle the politics.
Oh no. Lord help us, I think she really means it. Well, darling, looks like there's no turning back now. Oh, your face is a blessing in times like these. Lise serves well at my side. Her tendency to jump to conclusions notwithstanding. We know what we're here for.
Let me know if I can be of any help. I'll make sure you and my sis have a wonderful future together. You just wait. Remember, I'm here for you too.
How do you envision the future? On to the next temporal rift. I had a feeling you'd say that. We do what we must so that no more need suffer.
I'll upgrade your... Take good care of those.
Quite the relaxing ride, isn't it? Strength flows in my veins. I somehow doubt this will be a peaceful expedition.
Is this the end?
You're awake. That's a relief. Waste not, want not. I feel my blood. Unscathed? You're unbelievable. What is it that fascinates you so? Thank you. That was fun. Strength flows in my veins. There's no need to be impatient. A missile. Finally, a chance for relaxation. Let's keep going, but stay vigilant. Time for a walk, then. This is ideal. Well, let's take the tome and leave. Thank you for coming with me. We were able to close the rift without issue. Let's check the contents of the tome later. The duty of Voda House, indeed. Ready to browse another tome of lost time? In the interest of coexistence, revenants gave mankind more freedom. But, over time, humans began persecuting revenants. War broke out, forcing revenants to impose martial law. In retribution, humans were stripped of all their liberties. Solidarity can be a powerful tool, but, left unchecked, it can also lead to wanton violence. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Frightening, isn't it? I feel the same way. There is no hope in conflict, and I firmly believe mankind is capable of peaceful, positive change. We've sealed the final rift. They'll cause no problems for the foreseeable future. On the other hand, it's also a pity I'll be seeing less of you now. Now that's an offer I won't refuse. Perhaps I'll shirk some duties. I might get an earful, but being truant with you sounds divine. I've given some thought to the timelines Idris conceded. With you as my witness, I want to make a vow. I will change this world. No more means justified by ends. In the future I envision, the dignity of man will be king. When my dream is realized, I will be praying for your happiness always. I don't make promises lightly. I mean to change the future where you shall live into something wonderful. We do what we must so that no more need suffer.
Might be time to get the chorus prepped. We all share this burden, remember?
The tension in the air is palpable. Lee serves well at my side. Never hurts to be prepared.
Spirits certainly aren't high. Hey, can you spare a minute? I have some news, and a favor to ask. The news is about Craig. Look, it's gonna sound wild. There's a chance he'll be able to walk again. I found a medicine that should be able to cure heart ailments. A full recovery isn't going to happen today or tomorrow. Most likely we're in this one for the long haul. But if we're lucky, there's a good chance he'll be able to walk again. Yeah. The whole chorus was on Cloud 9, believe you me. Being healthy again will do wonders for Craig. It may even reignite his ambitious spirit. It's an exciting prospect for us all. So that's the news I mentioned. Now, about that favor. Recently, the Scar's seen an uptick in immigrants looking to settle down here. Unfortunately, some less than savory characters have slipped in amongst them. I just got a tip about some blood bag trafficker conducting illegal transactions, and I don't like it. I'm on my way to investigate now. Yeah? Of course you're in. I really appreciate it. Don't expect these smugglers to submit quietly. This is their livelihood. Be ready for a fight. Any human enslaved for revenants to feed on is called a blood bag. Some victims are being sold where we're headed. Rescuing them is our top priority. Great. Let's get going then.
Might be time to get the chorus. How goes it? Well enough, by the look of you. Believe it or not, we found a drug to treat my paraplegia, and it's showing results already. Frankly, I've got the vagabond itch now. I only hope we can travel together during your lifetime. Only, I'm told a full recovery can take decades. Not much I can do but wait.
There, I finished my treatment. Feeling better, I hope? What a surprise, though. I got to analyze a wonder drug and give the Dawn Chorus captain a physical all in one day. How lucky I am.
That makes two of us. A direct referral to a physician of the Asturias clan. I still can't believe it. Is there anyone you don't know? Regardless, you have my thanks.
The elixir you're taking is the genuine article. All I did was speed up its natural effects a touch. It should have taken effect by now. Do you notice a difference?
I sure do. My old strength's coming back already. Let's give these legs a whirl. Nice. Would you look at that?
Don't get too carried away yet. I do have a suggestion, though. If you're looking to speed up your recovery even more. You may not be aware, but there are hot springs scattered all across the frontier. Take a little vacation, a hot springs tour. Consider it rehab.
I'd be a fool to turn that down. Thanks for the tip, Doc. What do you say? You up for joining me on a hot springs tour? Chop chop, doctor's orders. Let's move out. Mind if I ride shotgun? Don't think I'm up to hoofing it just yet. Boy, I can't wait! Remind me to get the doc a wagon load of souvenirs. Let's go on an adventure then. There it is, nature's jacuzzi. Care to work up a little sweat before hopping in? Being on my feet again is making me crave a good workout. I feel alive again, I love it. Give me 2 or 3 good strikes. I'm just gonna stand here and bask in it. There we go. See, knew I could count on you. Hit me with your best shot. Nice try, but they don't call me captain for show. You've got good instincts, I'll give you that. On the other hand, your skills could still use a little honing. How about I give you some sparring lessons while we're on this tour? That'll square us for getting me out of this wheelchair. Good. That's settled. What do you say we find out if these springs are as good as advertised? Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Whatever's in this water is definitely working. I feel my body becoming whole again. Damn, that's something else. I'd say that's a success, and I'm about ready to head straight to the next one. You ready? There's nothing like life on the road, is there? There are so many new things to see and do around the world. This takes me back to when I started the chorus. Deep down, I was terrified. But there I was, proclaiming a better world lay ahead. I said it on a whim, like a mantra. I kept telling myself there's a new dawn after the night, and the chorus had faith in me. For that, I'm sincerely grateful. Their faith is what keeps me going. You're one of the family now, you know that, right? We're in this together. Let's call it a day. I gotta tell you, I'm starting to feel my old instincts coming back. Now then, why don't we go and freshen up? When Lyle was a kid, I used to give him sparring lessons too. Time sure flies. He had this innate talent, and I was ready to teach him everything I knew. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. Along our journey, I ended up wheelchair-bound. So Lyle had to teach himself. Over time, his form became more and more erratic. I was at a loss and concerned that he was on track to brute forcing his way through every fight. But then he met you, and something in him changed. Maybe that's not the right way to put it. He was open to listening again, like when he was younger. You have my thanks, truly. If it's not too much trouble, keep doing what you're doing. Be someone you can aspire to. Man, that really hit the spot. All right, on to the next whenever you're ready. Time to go. Got what you need? What's gotten into you? All right. How about we call it quits for today, yeah? I worked up a good sweat. Ready for that hot spring? I find the way you fight fascinating. You have a tactical touch, some uniquely human instinct for optimizing Revenant powers. I've never seen anything like it. Many Revenants are nonconformists. As I'm sure you've noticed, they tend to stick out from the crowd, both in and out of combat. Meanwhile, human fighters employ a more systematic approach, one that relies less on instinct. Your style seems like the best of both worlds. That was a nice soak. On to the next one. It's on! Not bad. I'm impressed. Don't let them surround you! You've got a real talent for this. A gift. Everything I throw at you, you're just soaking it in. So, what do you say? Ready to go wash up? This training has been a real joy for me. It may sound silly, but I can see myself teaching someday, passing on my skills to the next generation. Revenants are always so focused on perfecting the powers they were born with. That was the norm, and I never really questioned it until now. But I've enjoyed watching you absorb my skills, seeing the little twists you put on my lessons. It's changed my outlook on the old ways. We were self-involved for so long. There's no sense in it. None at all. Being back on my feet means there's so much more I can do. I've been racking my brain thinking of new challenges. You've given me something new to consider. Maybe a new lease on life. The old legs are feeling a whole lot better now. It's about time we headed out. My legs are feeling much better. Thanks for making the rounds with me. Why don't we head on back to Pioneer Castle? We'll spring a surprise on the gang. Are you prepared? This here is home to us all. I'll never stop fighting for it. You're a real sport for trekking all over with me. I really appreciate it. Thanks to you, these legs are ready for action again. It feels strange to say, but this is my chance to start anew. In fact, I intend to open a school and take on some pupils to train. Remember what I said? About how I think the humans were very clever to systematize their combat tactics. I'd like to do the same for Revenants, so we can leave our techniques for posterity, to pass them on. Revenants may live longer than humans, but long isn't forever. Just think, if I teach you and you teach someone else, before long you've started a tradition. One generation passing its legacy on to the next. That's how I'd like to leave my mark on history anyways. I don't know. Not a bad deal if you ask me. Aye, aye. It's an ambitious goal, and it won't be easy, that's for sure. But hey, certainly one worth pursuing, don't you think? This is my shot to leave the world a better place than I found it. To pass on something that actually matters. What could be more exciting? And if you thought you're off the hook, think again. I'm advertising you as my star pupil. Do me proud.
You're under arrest for blood bag trafficking. So long.
That's all of the captives accounted for. We managed to save them, but they're in bad shape right now. We should leave them in the chorus's care. They'll look after them. Give me a minute. I'll send word their way. The chorus is sending a team to retrieve them. It's a load off my mind. They'll be here shortly. I couldn't have saved them without you. You have my thanks. It's not that simple. Though I really wish it were. Normally, I-Corps rations for Revenants are regulated by law. Keeping humans for private consumption is expressly forbidden. Never should have happened at all. But the Revenant population's grown too much. There's not enough blood to go around right now. The chronic blood shortage has increased demand for blood bags. So many cases are given a quiet pass. I don't like it, but that seems to be the way it is. It's been tried, I assure you of that much. There's one major problem, though. It's storage, really. We don't have the technology to preserve blood in the long term. Once extracted, the essential nutrients in the blood degrade rapidly, to the point of being near useless. Until that's resolved, that's a dream for another place and another... Hold on. That reminds me. There's a lead that may be worth investigating. Some hunch is better than none. It's worth a shot at least. This is for your help. Though I'd rather you didn't have a need for it. Take care, alright? The battle ahead will be anything but minor. Glad you could make it. This won't be a pleasant story, but I thought you should hear it. Each Revenant bloodline is designated a mask that represents their descent, like a sigil. When I was a blood bag, one Revenant I knew made quite a ritual out of consuming blood. He'd used the mask as a chalice. But it wasn't just performative. He claimed it made old blood taste better. It gave me the creeps, honestly. But when we were talking last... Well, remember the stockpile problem I mentioned? Well, I got a hold of the mask. I took a sample of its material and tested it on human blood. As I suspected, and maybe as he did, the material slowed the degradation. The effect isn't consistent. It depends on compatibility. But I'm pretty confident that collecting other masks will let us store other blood types. It's worth a shot at least. I want to collect the masks of as many bloodlines as we can. What do you think? Would you lend me a hand? I had a feeling you'd say that. Let's get to it then.
Feel free to roll that throttle.
I've got your back. Me and you, I feel like we could really go places. Good. Looks like it works. We're either looking at the end of an era or the start of one. Wish I could ride with the chorus like this.
Stay vigilant. Revenants of the Asenia bloodline go out with the...
What do you want? I don't accept clients here. Yeah, I sell my body. Most of my clients are revenants, but I service humans too. I was one once, after all. I used to run a winery. After the Great Collapse, I became a revenant's mistress. One way or another, I survived. Now I work as a prostitute. I have no regrets. I take pride in my work, but sometimes I wonder how long this will go on. Living a long life can be terrifying. Coming here reminds me of the past. I used to make deep-sea aged wine. Would love to do it again, but not with this water quality. Sorry for the boring talk. If you ever feel lonely, come find me. I won't be cheap, though. Something wrong? Wait a second. Are you the hunter who stopped the resurgence with Jose? So it's true then? The water around here will eventually... Huh. I thought it was just some silly rumor. But things like this really do happen, huh? Thank you. It might take some time, but I think I'll try doing what I love again. Someday I'll treat you to my wine. So make sure you live long enough to taste it, all right? Someday I'll...
You're in the driver's seat.
Stop now!
That's all.
There's the Mask of Gula. Don't get hit. Watch your health.
Anything around? Get used to riding like this. Try not to crash, at least.
Didn't know this thing could go this fast.
This one has the mask of Nvidia. Stay out of its line of sight. It's very dangerous.
Welcome! Come again!
Done stocking up? Scraped up.
The Luxuria bloodline can heal nearby revenants. Don't beat around the bush.
Find something? Me and you, I feel like we could really go places. The road is yours, my friend. Don't.
Is this the end?
I really let you down out there. The acid here is no joke. Stay clear of it.
Who wants some? You go on. By my blade. That's dangerous! Hold on, I'm on my way. The Mascavira isn't easily staggered. Take your moments, and don't rush to attack.
have all the bloodline. Let's head back to Pioneer Castle and put them to the test. Feel free to roll that grub. Now we're riding in style. Gotcha. The battle ahead will be any... Spirits, sir. Get your rest while... As I'd suspected, there's some compound in the masks that catalyzes human blood. This is an incredible breakthrough. I analyzed the material in the masks. Once I had the composition down, I manufactured a special composite receptacle. Blood stored in it should retain its nutrients. Each blood type should have a compatible material. We figure that out, and this could be our long-term blood bank solution. A way to store all kinds of blood, regardless of type. What a discovery! A surplus of blood would be a huge blow to the trafficking problem. It wouldn't have the excuse to keep tormenting humans. But it's going to take a long time before it's ready for any practical use. It's a start. Maybe that's enough. I want to bring people together on this, not by twisting their arms, but by sharing my story. You think I can make it happen just like that, huh? Thanks, really. I'll give it a shot. It feels almost like I finally found my path in life. Something meaningful. It might take a while. It will take a while, but just you wait. You helped me find a path where there was none. You have my word. I'll see it through.
You brought hope for the future back to this place. Now it's our turn to see that our work carries you to that same future. You just wait.
The duty of Voda House, indeed. I don't make promises lightly. How do you... I've always been rather fond of these. Much appreciated. Each of us.
Let us spare none of our strength. Hail and well met, my dear comrade. We have an emergency on our hands. The fate of the very world hangs in the balance, and none can assist but you. Come, it is imperative. I was sifting through my memories of the Resurgence research when, lo and behold, I was positively thunderstruck, like a bolt from the blue. There is a hole, a wicked void in my memory sphere. On Insula Carcere, I was subjected to forma torture. Naturally, I bore the brunt of it handily, seeing as I am an Ubermensch, after all. As it turns out, an infinitesimal fraction of the whole was compromised. Me, Xenon Griffgoat, now standing here bereft of total recall? That defies all reason! All I remember was that the memory was of utmost importance. That may be more harrowing than its loss. At any rate, left unattended, the string on the sword hanging above our heads is liable to snap at any moment. I must embark on an epic journey to stimulate my glorious hippocampus. Care to join? I know what you're thinking, and yes, I will reward you handsomely for your time. First, there's a place I'd like to visit on Magmel Island. If you're ready, we shall embark immediately. Let us make all due haste. Let us be off, then. Fret not. My tithe has graced your purse. Ha! Precisely what I'd expect from a dear friend. We must ensure the tragedies of our past are not repeated. First, there's a place I'd like to visit on Magmel Island. Stand strong and firm. Marvelous. Yes, simply splendid. I tell you sure and I tell you true, there is no pleasure like high tea with a vista. This was a scenic spot that Sabine and I discovered on one of our jaunts. It all seemed so simple then. Sipping tea was our leisure, a historic pastime we made our present. Waxing euphoric over her memory has kindled my endorphins! Now, to stimulate the hippocampus! Nothing? That's odd. That aside, tell me how the tea tastes. I take a certain pride in it, and these leaves are delightful. Ha ha! Very good indeed! You have a refined palate. In any case, enough time dithered away. Time to head to the next spot. That's right, we're visiting another nostalgic gem. More beautiful land on the scenic coast of my lifelong honeymoon. Ah, what a glorious occasion for us all. I say we enjoy it. In fact, I insist we do. Onwards! Inform me immediately. Short on hands? I know the feeling. Now, let us explore every last inch of the place. Entertain me! Let's go to a different floor. Tea is served. There's nothing like it for the weary mind.
As doom inches ever closer, we must take solace in our diversions. And perhaps it is time frittered away, but what better thing is there to fritter? An overburdened mind invites folly, and folly invites mistakes. Take my advice. Cherish the company of your friends. Now then, let us try once again. Hippocampal stimulation! No luck. How baffling. Let's finish our tea and chance the next spot. By the way, your posh motorcycle there, did you know that was a brainchild of mine? Surely you're not surprised. I gave it away some time ago. That you should end up its owner proves that chance takes no chances. Knowledge may be a virtue, but some things in this world are best left a mystery. Don't say I didn't warn you. Wouldn't you rather let sleeping dogs lie? But alas, too late. It has been asked and shall be answered. The frame didn't fit my Herculean stature. I realize that a touch too late. Keep that between you and I, yes? Well, my tea craving is amply and aptly sated. On to the next spot, my friend. Forward, ho! Not the most opulent view for the greatest drink known, but it has its quaint charm. An addition by subtraction, so to speak. Now then, without further ado, let's get stimulating! No effect. None at all. So be it. There's always next time. Because of our longevity, many revenants become fixated on legacy. What they will be leaving behind. I was once the same, striving constantly for perpetual excellence. It was my raison d'être. My wife, on the other hand, she held the opposite view. As I saw it, aging was a disease, an act congruent to decay. My wife believed otherwise. She often spoke of the beauty inherent in the transience. Time itself was what made things lovely to her. In one fell swoop, she pulled me out of my pessimism and made every day a celebration, a looking in on life's splendor. Do you understand? I mean, does that track well to you? I see. Like my wife, you see the world in a dint of roses. Growth, change, death. Life as it is. We must cherish that feeling. We mustn't lose sight of it until the very end of all things. Surely that's enough pondering. I fancy my chances at the next spot. Really, I do. I don't suppose the roller coasters still run, We've just begun! Yes, yes, quite. When the tea is good, then the life is good. Now that I'm relaxed, I believe it's time to work some memory magic. Come along now, dear gray matter of mine, show some gusto! My beloved cells seem to be gusto deficient today. Perhaps next time. I took my daughter here once, shortly after she was born. Joyous times, truly. Lamentably, we've since grown quite estranged. Nevertheless, I was relieved to hear she's settled down at Magma. Precisely! She is the spitting image of my wife, and every bit as lovely. I wanted her to live with me, of course, but alas, prison is hardly a home for a growing girl now, is it? As it happens, she inherited my, shall we call it a freedom of spirit? My meddling would only irritate her. As long as she's happy, I'm happy. When all is said and done, what more can a parent ask for? I do send her presents, quite regularly, mind you. If only she'd reply sometime, just once in a blue moon. Should you, perchance, to cross paths with her, would you befriend her? Of all my acquaintances, I can't think of a better person than you to be by her side. Now then, all that said and done, we'd best be moving on! Many thanks for accompanying me on this little quest of mine. If only this confounded memory would cooperate with our fastidiousness! This faux pas may go down as the greatest blunder in the epic of Xenon Griffgoat. Nevertheless, I haven't conceded yet. Now, I stimulate my hippocampus in earnest! I simply pray my mighty cerebellum doesn't blow Magmel to oblivion! I can't remember. This is not like me. This is shameful. Must I suffer twice what I've already lost? Sabine! How fare you, my love? We have come to nurse you back to health. Name your desires, whatever they may be. If I can decree it, you shall have it.
Thank you, Xenon. You know, if I could have one thing... The first flowers you ever gave me. How sweet they were.
Yes, I remember. I knew you liked flowers, so I sent you a bouquet I arranged myself. But is that enough, Sabine? There are so many other wondrous things. You need only ask.
Yes, it's what I want. You weren't sure I'd like them, and you worked yourself into a tizzy for my sake. It was a labor of love, not reason. I'm not long for this world, but my love for you will never perish. So please, don't grieve for too long. I'll be with you always.
So this was the missing memory. It was with me all along, but it had become such a part of my being, there was no need to recall it. Thank you, my friend, for your undying patience. A love that outlives the flesh, that outlives all that we are and become. It was only lost, never forgotten. More the fool was I for doubting. Centuries have gone by, but I still feel it as I did then. The love she bequeathed me still lights my way, still fires the furnace of my soul like an undying flame. You helped me to see that again. From the bottom of my heart, I, Xenon Griffgoat, am most grateful. A gift is in order. It's the least I can do. A simple trinket, perhaps, but one I'd like you to have. I know the handiwork is crude, but nevertheless, I hope you will accept it. Really? Well, thank you very much. Thus concludes our journey of reminiscence! Let's put the past behind and march forth into the future! Let's go nix a calamity! Life and beauty for all! This is my decree, and so it shall be done! Let us spare none of our strength. Now, as always, I remain committed to defending all I deem worth saving. And this includes you, of course. Now, fear will not take hold in my presence.